Hey Vroom fam, what's up? Today on Vroom, we're diving into something wild. The top 3 most luxurious mini cars coming to shock the world. Yep, we're talking about tiny powerhouses, cute on the outside, insane inside, and packed with tech. And by mini, I mean city car-sized EVs that feel way more premium than their pint-sized footprint suggests. So buckle up, because at numbers 3, 2, and 1, we've got future icons that will flip your brain. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit like. You're going to want to ride with us on this EV revolution. Starting with number 3, the NIO Firefly. Imagine a city car that swaps its battery in minutes, packs enough range for daily commutes, and feels more premium than many EVs twice its size. That's the NIO Firefly, and it starts around $16,500 or even $11,100 with battery rental. Visually, the Firefly is like a mashup of a sleek Mini Cooper and a futuristic EV concept. It's just over 4 meters long, with short overhangs and a very tight turning radius. The lines are smooth, aerodynamic, and efficient, giving a sense of motion even when parked. Step inside, and you're greeted with a floating full LCD instrument panel and a central touchscreen. The center console is minimalist, almost no physical buttons. The Firefly leans into smart tech with voice assistant, digital controls, and space optimization that feels premium, not cheap. Despite being compact, it seats 5 people. The trunk is surprisingly versatile, 335 liters in standard configuration, and if you fold the rear seats, you get up to 1,253 liters. There's even a frunk with 92 liters of capacity. Powering this little beast is a pure EV setup. The Firefly uses a 42.1 kilowatt-hour LFP battery and puts out 105 kilowatts, around 141 horsepower, with 200 newton-meters of torque. Its rear-wheel drive hits 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 8.1 seconds and has a top speed of about 150 kilometers per hour. Charging-wise, it does 10 to 80% in roughly 29 minutes. Bonus, battery swapping is supported. You can actually get a fresh pack in minutes. The jaw-dropper is the price. The base Firefly starts at 119,800 yuan, around $16,410, with battery included. If you opt for the BAAS plan, Battery as a Service plan, you pay less for the car itself, around $11,100, but then pay a monthly fee for the battery. To put that in perspective, that's way less than a used BMW Mini or even some premium subcompact EVs in the US. Now, full transparency, some people worry, can an 11K-ish EV with a swappable battery actually deliver on reliability? There are concerns about battery station rollout and long-term service. But NIO actually claims 9 airbags, 15 active safety functions, and high-strength steel in the Firefly structure. So here's the question. Will Firefly be a tiny city hero, or bite off more than it can chew? And wait till you see number 2. Because the next car makes the Firefly look like a bargain. Number 2 is the BYD Seagull. This is probably one of the cheapest EVs that feels luxe. For a mini car that costs under $10,000 in China, you're getting a real EV with decent range, style, and smart features. The Seagull is a 5-door hatchback, small, rounded, but with a vibe that's more designer city EV than cheap toy. Its dimensions are 3,780 millimeters long, 1,715 millimeters wide, 1,500 millimeters tall, with a wheelbase of 2,500 millimeters. There's a sense of worth. It doesn't feel like cut-rate plastic, more like a micro Lamborghini. Yes, people joke. Inside, BYD didn't cheap out. The Seagull has a 10.1-inch infotainment screen, a 7-inch instrument cluster, BYD's D-Link OS, NFC phone key, 4 airbags, and a smart safety setup. Premium touches like soft-touch materials and a clean, modern layout give it serious value for money. The spec sheet also mentions the ultra-safe Blade battery by BYD, which is no joke. It's a 4-seater, so not going to haul a huge family, but for city driving, it's more than practical. Trunk space is 230 liters, enough for grocery runs or a weekend bag. It's truly an urban duck, compact but useful. The Seagull is electric, front-wheel drive, with a motor that outputs 55 kilowatts, around 75 horsepower in its base form. There are 2 battery options, 30.08 kilowatt-hours or about 305 kilometers CLTC, or 38.9 kilowatt-hours or about 405 kilometers CLTC. Consumption is about 9.4 to 9.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, depending on the battery. Here's where it shocks. The base Seagull is around 69,800 yuan, or $9,500 in China. The longer range trim with the 38.9 kilowatt hour battery is still only about 85,800 yuan, or $11,700. Compare that to a used compact EV in America. Wild value. Now, some skeptics point out it's super cheap. Is that cutting corners? There are 4 airbags, but not the most advanced ADSS in lower trims. Also, range in real-world driving might dip lower than the CLTC number. But BYD is pushing high-level self-driving God's eye tech even for this EV. So ask yourself, is this just a budget car or a serious threat to legacy automakers? And just wait, because coming up at number 1 is a mini car that feels more like a luxury crossover than a city runabout. Number 1 on our list is the Zeekr X. Not a little hatchback, but a mini electric SUV that does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.8 seconds in AWD version and still fits city life. Yeah, that's right, blisteringly fast in a small size. The Zeekr X is built on Geely's premium SEA platform. Think of it as the sibling to the Volvo EX30, but jazzed up. The design is sleek and modern, frameless windows, bold LED lighting, animated turn indicators, and a panoramic glass roof. The lines give it a sense of sophistication and athleticism, not just small SUV. Inside, Zeekr did not hold back. A massive screen setup, instrument cluster, and infotainment, premium materials, and intelligent safety systems. It's got ADSS, reinforced anti-collision beams, 7 airbags, and a multi-layer crash structure. The architecture feels upscale. This is not your run-of-the-mill mini EV. At 4,432 millimeters long and 1,836 millimeters wide, with a wheelbase of 2,700 millimeters, it's absolutely usable for small families. Seating for 5, and get this, trunk space is 362 liters with seats up, expanding to 1,182 liters when you fold them. That's a lot for a mini crossover. The Zeekr X is rear-wheel drive, single motor, and AWD dual motor versions. The rear-wheel drive version makes around 200 kilowatts, the AWD goes up to 315 kilowatts, around 428 horsepower in some sources. The battery in the high-range trims is 69 kilowatt hours, delivering up to 440 kilometers range. Charging is also rapid, 10 to 80% in around 29 minutes with 150 kilowatt hour DC charging. In China and Middle East markets, the Zeekr X isn't microscopic in price, but for a fast luxury mini crossover, it's a killer deal. In the UAE, it's listed at 201,900 AED, around 55,000 US dollars. For what you're getting, performance, battery, premium feel, that's insane value compared to Western luxury EV crossovers. Now, not everything is sunshine. Some reviewers have pointed out software niggles, laggy infotainment, and some UX issues. Plus, high-speed performance in a small EV means stress on safety systems and battery. Is Zeekr pushing too far or redefining what a mini SUV can be? That's not all. Next time on Vroom, we're going to count down the 10 cheapest Chinese SUVs that could legit replace your Ford or Toyota. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. All right, Vroom fam, that's it for the top 3 most luxurious mini cars coming to shock the world. The NIO Firefly is the savvy city hatch with swapping battery tech, the BYD Seagull is the budget EV that punches way above its weight, and the Zeekr X is the wild child SUV, small but fast as hell, classy and tough. If you're as shook as I am by how Chinese EV brands are leveling up, hit subscribe, drop a like, and comment below, which one of these would you want parked in your garage? And tough question, which one scares you the most? Next video, 10 cheapest Chinese SUVs that could replace your Ford or Toyota. Don't miss it. Catch you next time on Vroom. Stay fast, stay curious.